Macyn, when you came to Jewell, were you surprised by, number one, the speed of classwork, and number two, the speed of the game? Were those surprises to you?
Yes. My first semester, I thought I kind of flew by, and now that it's second semester, it's starting to catch up with me. It's a little harder than I was expecting, but I'm doing my best to keep up with my classes. And the pace of the game, I have actually been out for a year due to ACL injury. So yes, it's a lot quicker, but I like to play quicker, so I like that.
How about this year in terms of basketball? Because a freshman in Division II very rarely play. You've gotten some chances to play. In fact, playing against Drury, I think, was one of the times you scored maybe your most points of the year, if I remember right. But what has been going from maybe being a full-time player at high school to kind of paying your dues as a freshman?
It's definitely a change of pace. Almost every girl who plays here came from being, top of their on their high school team, and being a freshman and just kind of sitting out. It was hard at first, but I actually, a couple games ago, I can't remember who we were playing, it really hit me, and I even told girls on my team that was the game that I just kind of accepted my role, that I would love to play, but there's just those games where I love to watch and cheer on my team because I know that they can get it done.
How about the people around you, your teammates? How have they been?
Great. I tell my family all the time I couldn't have picked a better place to be. I love my teammates. I know it's not like that everywhere you go, but here it is.
Yeah. The story has been going around this week about how Audrey Rodriguez's mom has come in, and can you kind of give us an insider's view of what that locker room scene was like when she found out? I had no idea what we were doing when we started to gather in a circle, and then when Lindsay started speaking, I immediately knew what was happening, and not to rat Coach Lindsay out, but she started crying, and Audrey just immediately put her hands on her face and just almost curled up in a ball and started crying. She was ecstatic. She actually had motivation that day, and she cried during motivation before the game, and then after the game she was emotional as well. So it was a physically and mentally tough day, and we got the dub. So that was good. How about you though? When your basketball career is over, where are you going after that with your degree and all of that kind of stuff?
I don't think I will continue my basketball career anywhere. I'd love to coach somewhere. I love just being able to see growth within someone after you help them. I see myself in my academic career. I see myself going to PA school to be a physician assistant, and hopefully going back home to Jefferson City to maybe open up my own practice and just help some people.
Because you said you were considering physical therapy, and with your degree here, you could be a doctor. You've got a lot of things to go to, a lot of options. Why be a physician's assistant?
I would choose to be a physician assistant over a doctor because it's not as much work, which I don't want to say it's the easy way out, but it's right there. But I would also like to just get enough time to create a family, and I think a physician assistant is a great fit with a family because your hours aren't as demanding as a doctor, and I should be a PA around a decent age that I'd like to create a family.
Well, there's a lot to that, and as we talked about earlier, sometimes doctors don't have time in their studies and all of that to have a family. Macyn, before I let you go, I've got to ask you, speaking of family, about your family. Can you tell us something about them, please?
I was born and raised in Taos, Missouri. My dad's name is Daryl Wilbers, and my mom's name is Vicky Wilbers, and I have a older brother. He is 22. His name is Ryan. He goes to Mizzou. We still live in Taos. My family is pretty hardworking, and I think their work ethic has grown in me.
Well, I watch you, and I know, as you said, as a freshman, it's hard to get some court time. But I know Coach thinks highly of you, and I know you're coming off a knee injury during your senior year, right? And so that all factors into that. I'm looking forward to seeing how you grow as a player. It'll be a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more after this.